and welcome to the Fearless Knitter podcast. My name is Courtney, and you can also find me as Stitches Please on Ravelry. I'm not really on Plurk anymore, and Instagram. This is episode 38, and today is August 26, 2013, and this is take 3. I only got a couple seconds in each time, but the first time I wanted to grab Boogie, so I grabbed Boogie. The second time I had Boogie on my lap, and I couldn't even think of my own name or the podcast name or anything. I was just like, hi, I don't even know. So, I'm a little discombobulated. Hopefully I can get through the rest of the show. Or actually get started. This should be a quick episode. I don't have too much really to show. I only knitted on 2 things, but I did significant progress on the 2 things. So, anyways, before I get started, I want to remind you all that I'm hosting a Tin Can Knits Knit Along, any pattern from Tin Can Knits that you're knitting between August 1st and September 30th. You can enter more than one project. There's a FO thread that is sticky on the Ravelry group, the Fearless Knitter Ravelry group. And the prizes are listed in the FO thread, and there's a shadow thread. I want to say thank you to Annette K18. She gifted me the Roko the Rocking Robot pattern by Jenna Cooper for my little baby girl, so I already have yarn picked out. I was this close to buying the kit from Dancing Dog Dye Works. This close. But I couldn't justify it because I have yarn in the exact colors. They're just Vanessa's choice. They're not Dancing Dog Dye Works, but they're very similar to the kit I was gonna get. So I just couldn't justify it. But I bought different yarn, not from Dancing Dog Dye Works, from Barocco, but I bought yarn, it's just not here yet. I finally bought yarn for that baby nest, for my nephew. Thank God. Alright, on to the whips. If you can hear weird scratching noises, the cats are fighting, playing with the scratching post. First thing I knitted on is the Tiddlywinks Baby Set by Nina Isaacson. I'm making this 12-month size, and the pattern has mistakes in it. Like, if you go on Ravelry, it does say it has mistakes in it. I'm just kind of winging it. It's turning out awesome, so it seems to work. I would have had a lot more progress done, but it started to look like it had a lot of fringe. Like, it looked like it had fringe. And I didn't like it, because every time I showed my husband, he was like, nice. So I wove in over 20 ends one night to make it look as cute as it is. It's so freaking adorable. I'm knitting it out of Knit Picks Comfy Fingering. I just bought the whole kit from Knit Picks, so I got the exact colors that they had in that kit. It's Marlin is the blue, Ivory is the ivory, Honeydew is the green, and then Flamingo is the pink. And I did so much progress on this thing. Here's the back. And this is where I was last time. I did all this. So, as you know if you've been watching, I started the body and got to the ivory and was right where the pink is. And I had to wait to find out what the sex of the baby was going to be, so I knew if I was going to use the pink from the kit or buy a different color. As I was waiting, I started the sleeves, and I finished those on the day before my gender reveal party. So the day after my gender reveal party, I started the pink, and I got to heat where the marker is, right there, and then I just start cracking. A lot of people have said that the baubles, they're just called baubles, but they look like hearts, and they sure do. And so I got to the point to join the sleeves. I even already seamed the underarms. Yes. I did a 3-needle bind off. It didn't say what grafting method to use. This is my first. I've done a bottom up sweater with set ends. This is a different kind of sleeve method. You picked up stitches. And then, like, it was almost like, I don't know. It was a cardigan. It was the Delancey cardigan, and you knit it like all of it together, like the fronts, and kind of like this, but you completed it, and then you picked up stitches and knit the sleeve and around. This one you knit the sleeves and then you joined it. It's really interesting. I of course messed up the sleeve join, like I can count, so that was my bad. You'll have certain stitches between the markers, and the markers, that's where you put the sleeve. Yeah, I first set of stitches was the wrong stitch count, so of course at the end it didn't match. And none of the stitch count was this pattern matched, so I was like, I don't know. And yeah, it was all wonky. But this is what it looks like in the front. It's gonna have not a button band, a band, and then you sew snaps onto it. I have no idea how to sew snaps onto anything, so I have to figure this out. But right now I'm doing the shoulder and the neck shaping, so I'm decreasing by 2, 4, 6, 8 stitches every other round. So yeah, it is so, I think this is so freaking adorable. It's gonna have a little hood, and yep, I did a lot on it, I think. And then I'll have to knit the matching t-shirt. I might do something different, because it's 12 month size, so I don't need it right away. Alright, next thing, I actually knitted on my knit along. I knit on Bonnie by Emily Wessel, who's from Tin Can Knits. And it's a tank top, bottom up tank top, out of lace weight yarn. Oh, I didn't say, the Tiddlywinks is on US 2.75 millimeter needles. So back to Bonnie. I'm making a size small, which is for 32.5-inch bust. It's supposed to have a certain amount of negative ease, that's why I picked that small. And I'm using Highland Handmaids, black cherry lace in the granite colorway, and US 4 3.5 millimeter needles. Just my knit picks interchangeables. And I almost flipped you guys off from this marker up. So quite a bit, not as much as I want. I need another 1.5 inches, and then I start the lace panel. And I tried to get there. So hard, people. Didn't like the wind. Not really. But I barely knit on Tiddlywinks this weekend. It was mostly during the week when I did on that, but I think I focused mostly on this weekend. So yep, all this. It's very boring at this point. It's just stockinette around, no shaping, no nothing. You just keep on going. I can't wait to get to the lace. I think once I get to the lace, I get to the points where, like, with that, with Tiddlywinks, I really wanted to get to the patterning, then I wanted to finish the patterning to add the sleeves, and now I'm just doing shaping, so I'm kind of like, And, I cannot focus on a lot of projects because I only really knit on one thing a day, and then I get so excited when I see progress that that's all I want to knit on for the rest of the week. That's how I am. If you have not noticed, there's usually only like 2 or 3 projects in a week, I think. That's why I haven't cast on Roku. I really wanted to cast on the robot, but I was like, I need to finish this. Alright, that's it for knitting. Spinning. I have some kind of sad news. If you all know, my hair is driving me crazy. Sorry, just leave my hair alone. If you know, I don't know if you all know. Why do I keep assuming you all know? Alright, I am borrowing a wheel. It's not my wheel. I've been borrowing it for over a year. I lent the wheel very graciously by my bestie Pam, who's Miss Purple, in April last year. It was right before Maryland Cheap and Wool, and right I didn't really start using it because it's just been sitting for like ever. So I had to replace a lot of parts. Well, not a lot of parts, just like the drive band, and then on the footman thing, something broke, and some other things that the leather brake band, and she paid me for them. I didn't just. I was just like, oh, this is going to break. I need to replace this. And she went, whatever. Anyways, I had the wheel for a long time. The thing was, I was going to have the wheel until she asked me back for it, or until I bought my own wheel, which I want a Shock Ladybug. Well, and the wedding was there, so we both knew it wasn't going to happen until after the wedding. Well, I came to the conclusion that the wheel is the very last thing on my must-have list. It's on the number one on my must-want list, but it's the very last of my must-have list. Of course, right now I have to set up my nursery. After my nursery, I would like to get a bedroom set because, yes, we have a mattress and a box spring on the floor. We don't have a frame. So I'd like to get a frame. We want to buy a house next year. There's so many things that we want. I want to really decorate the house and all kinds of different things. So the wheel is way, way, way back there. I don't see me buying a wheel for another at least 5 years. At least. I need my wedding band. I only have an engagement ring. The reason was I couldn't find a wedding band. My engagement ring is relatively unique. It has engraving on both sides. It has certain stones on top. So it was really hard finding a ring. The last time when I went for cleaning, that lady was so helpful. She found me a ring within like 10 minutes. And now I want to save to get that ring. That ring cost as much as my wheel that I want. So it's on the back burner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin like the wind to finish the second half of my Into the World, because I have stuff in a bobbin right now. So I gotta start and finish the second half, 2 ounces, which takes me forever to spin. Finish that, apply it, and then when I go to her house, I'm going to drop off the wheel. She hasn't asked me back for it. I don't know if she would ever ask me back for it because she's so gracious, but I don't feel like it's right. And the other big thing was the baby coming? Right now, I only want to knit. Like, if you have noticed, I haven't spun since Twitter Fleece. I only want to knit baby things. So my knitting is going to, increase. And then when the baby's there, let's be honest, people, do I really have time for 2 hobbies? It's going to be difficult enough having time for one. And if I have to pick between spinning and knitting, I'm a knitter that spins. I'm not a spinner who knits. So, yeah, it's just fair if she gets her wheel, and I will teach her how to use it. And so that's my spinning story. You should see spinning next week, which I don't know if I'm going to record on Monday next week because it's Labor Day. And I just remembered it's Labor Day. Anyways, lost my train of thought. Sorry, when I said Labor Day, I had like 20 billion things pop in my head that I have to do for Labor Day. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to record. Maybe in the morning. Anyways, what have I watched? I'm still watching Supernatural. Not as crazy as I was before because I'm trying to catch up with Grey's Anatomy. I only have less than 10 episodes left on Grey's Anatomy, so I'm getting there. It's crazy sauce. It's really crazy what's going on with that. Watched a movie called Gone. It's about the main actress. I think her name is Amanda Seyfried. She's a knitter. I know, because she gave Ellen DeGeneres a knitted hat, and she said that anybody on her set for the movie Gone, she made them hats. How cool is that? So I watched that movie. It's about this main actress was kidnapped a while ago. I don't know how long ago, And then her sister gets kidnapped by the same guy, but the cops don't believe her at all. So they don't believe her that she ever was kidnapped, and so they don't believe her that her sister was kidnapped. So she goes on her own trying to find her sister. It's very predictable. The ending was happening, and I was like, it's one of those movies where you're guessing who the kidnapper is the whole movie, and it's, I don't want to give anything away, but you're wasting your time guessing. That helps. Like, you think that the movie wants you to guess who it is, but then at the end, I mean, you completely wasted your time guessing, and then I kept saying, there's a plot twist, there's a plot twist, there has to be a plot twist, there's no plot twist. So it's very like, this was it? Like, really? The ending sucked. I thought the ending was horrible. The rest of the movie was kind of okay. It wasn't all that great, but the ending was just, you know, ending can make or break a movie. I think it broke this movie, for me personally. Also watched yesterday Breaking Bad. Holy cow. That was one of the best episodes I've ever watched on TV. Not just Breaking Bad. Like, anything. That was an epic episode for them. It's their end. It's the end is coming for the whole season. The whole series is done, and they're going out with a big bang, I think. Then I watched, well, first I watched Dexter, and then I watched Breaking Bad. They come on at the same time. Dexter doesn't have commercials, so I watched that first, and then I go and watch Breaking Bad. I don't ever watch commercials, though. You want to hear a trick? I told that somebody at my work today. Wait 15 to 20 minutes before you watch your show. You can skip all the commercials. You might get caught up at the very end, if you have a DVR. I do that with all my shows. I record them, and then if I really want to watch them that day, I wait 20 minutes. But anyways, back to what I was watching. Dexter, same thing. They had a ginormous plot twist that, you know, made my jaw drop and just... at the very beginning of the before the season had even started, this is also a series finale. There's only 3 episodes left. Before the season even started, I think before the first episode aired, me and my husband both thought we knew how it was going to end, just because it made the most sense to us. This is Showtime. You can guess all you want. They are so good in changing everything. And right now, I think I know how it's going to end. But I'm saying think because it's too obvious that Showtime can't do that. So maybe I'm still right with my first one, but they're not leaning towards that idea at all. So I don't know how it's gonna end. I really don't. Dexter, you never know. Dexter got dumbed down though. Like, Dexter the guy. He was this really, really smart person. He was a genius. He was so smart in everything he did and all his moves. So smart. Then he started getting careless, and now there's something that happened that was very obvious to viewers that he hasn't caught on to. But I don't know, they threw that plot twist in, so I might not even be right. They might have twisted something else that they haven't said yet. But if you don't watch Breaking Bad or Dexter, even if this is the series finale, you should try. Breaking Bad is on Netflix instant. Dexter, I know it's not on instant, but I think you can get the DVDs through Netflix. You should. Like, that's a series that anybody should have ever watched. It's so good. But that's all I have this week. I really appreciate I got some advice on how to go about raising my daughter bilingual. They were very helpful. Promise my husband wants to learn too, and both, like, the advices I got had said to talk when he's not with me, so she knows that that's our language and not the main language. But he wants to learn, and he was going to learn with me as I was teaching her. So he was going to learn with her, not with me. I've never taught anybody German, so I don't even know where to start. And I don't know, I just want her to be able to talk German if she has to. I know they have learning DVDs because I want her to learn more than one language. I want her to learn Spanish and French too. Yeah. I want to raise a genius. I know they have DVDs and stuff. I don't know. I have to do more research on that. So if you have any advice, if you are the only parent that speaks a language fluently and you had a child, how did you raise her? What if that significant other wanted to learn the language too? Well, the other problem is people say, okay, just speak it when you're with her. Me and my husband work together. We're always together. There is really barely a time we're not in the same room together, or we love hanging out together. He's right there. I mean, we're always in the same room together. Like, it's very rarely. Now I have back issues. I actually like to lay in bed more and watch TV in bed instead of in here. So I'm out more than that usually. So it'd be really hard to only talk to her when it's me and her. Obviously, my mom, her grandma, is going to talk German to her, but his mom is the one watching her, so she can't talk German to her. But my mom, over Skype or when we see her, she's going to talk German to her. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to my mom. See what suggestions she has. I don't think my sister is raising my nephew. I really don't think she's raising him bilingual at all. I don't know. I am babbling. Alrighty. Don't forget to join in along, and I don't ever mention this really. If you have not joined the Ravelry group, please go ahead and join. If I get to 100 members, there will be prizes. And I have not checked iTunes in forever, so I don't feel right saying please leave a review, a star rating. I do really appreciate them. I really do. Trust me. I start squealing. But I forget to check. So if you have left me one, I really appreciate it. And if you haven't, go ahead and do that. Right after I click that I'm done recording, I will go and check out my iTunes. I'm horrible. Anyways, thank you for watching me babble along. I hope to see you again next week. Bye.